Hi sir, namaste. Thank you.
All right.
You want to? Thank you.
Thank you for inviting us. Wish you the best.
You got to take it in
Okay, turn and look at the hall now. Beautiful.
How do you like it?
Good, very nice.
I can show everybody everything, the cheese, you know.
Hello. Are you all ready?
beautiful and sweet. I never knew you were the sun. Your heart is all I know, and in your eyes you're open mine. Baby, I'm dancing in the dark.
Yeah, look at each other.
You between my arms, barefoot on the grass, listening to our favorite song. When you said you loved a mess, I whispered underneath my breath.
Okay, so hello? Planning this event has been really hard and everyone has just put in so much effort into it. So I'm going to give my microphone to my mom, who is one of the people who have been putting her absolute soul into this. So let's give a round of applause for my mom.
Technical glitch. We don't use AI.
Bring another camera.
Wow, Sharon, the friends and family, everybody, you guys did
On the
a
table.
fabulous job out there on the dance floor. Everybody is like bringing on the vibes. Thank you guys. That brought in so much energy. All right. So, I'd like to introduce my mom and dad. I think most of you know them. And dad and mom, they are 80 years old. And they were both born in 1945, it seems like so long ago. And they are just apart, coincidentally, by just 45 days. So dad had his birthday in November and mom in December. So I'll just talk a little bit about my parents and then we'll have them say their speeches and their vows, and the entire family will come together to toast to their great life and for everything that they've done for us. So about my dad is the second of 11 siblings. So his family could have built their own cricket team.
No wonder why he's a cricket lover.
There you go. And dad was the first person in his family to get out of, the agricultural business of the family and become a white-collar person, coming to the city and building a life for himself. So when I think of dad, I see grit, discipline, punctuality, so precise, you could set a watch to time him. And he is a hidden artist. He rarely sings or hums, but when he does, he's got a very, very melodious tone. My fondest memory of my dad is when we used to go to Pune every summer, and when we came back, I was a little girl getting off the train and running to dad, and dad would be like, "Come here, beta," and he would carry me and then throw me up in the sky, in the air. So that's a very fond memory of dad. Dad is also really very good at sports. We can't beat mom and dad in table tennis or badminton, so we never managed to do that. All right, and dad is also a secret chef. So he makes the best papu charu, which is like a sambar and tomato curry. So you should definitely ask him to invite you guys for dinner and have him make that. And he is coached by literally Gordon Ramsay, okay? And a little bit about mom, okay? Mom is pure energy. She's the oldest of siblings, 5 of them, and she is an epitome of perfection. She juggled a full career, 38 years, and a marriage and motherhood, and she did it all amazingly. She is a multilingualist. She can speak 4 languages very fluently, and she understands more, probably 3 or 4 more. We unfortunately did not pick up as many language skills, but one thing that our dad and mom ingrained in us is the value for education, the fact that girls can do everything that boys can, and they can probably do much more than their boys out there. And she taught us that above everything, you need to be independent, be strong. So, a fun moment. We thought we were trying to be adventurous when we took them to iFly about 10 years ago. And mom, very gently told us, you know what, I actually soared in an open glider when I was in my college. We were like, oh, okay. So the love for skies took her into her career path, and she retired as a senior meteorologist after 38 years in service. And that's a big thing, man. And just one more thing. While I said Dad was coached by Gordon Ramsay on cooking, Mom is the Gordon Ramsay. She makes the most softest rotis ever, and if she had her own restaurant and if I was a sous chef or a helper, she'd probably sack me the very first day because I can't make those perfect round rotis. So yeah, together, Mom and Dad, they have helped us not just raise us as very strong kids, my sister and me, but also be second parents to my kids. So they've been there for them since they were born until today, and we are so honored to have them in our life, and we are so happy that we are making this something very, very memorial for them. Thank you all. Please a big round of applause to my parents.
Thank you, Mom, for that. And Bella, would you like to come on stage?
Okay, that's a hard one to follow because she gave away all the secrets. Yeah, we are like a family that does a lot of things impromptu, but we get everything done no matter what. I think that's one of the things my parents have instilled in us. Always be there for the family and just make it happen. Pick up, be there for everybody and do that. But with that, I'll give a few words that I wrote, which we did coordinate by the way, so sorry if we repeat some things.
We all repeat.
Anyway, so my parents come from very humble beginnings. I've heard my dad talk about how he's basically used to walk about 2 miles as a kid in an elementary school after 4th grade to get to school. So he really prioritized education to make sure that he went to school. And then he decided not just that, like Geeta said, he gave up agricultural pursuits and decided to go to college. Not only that, he decided later in life to help his sisters and brothers also get an education, realizing the importance of education. Now, we also have learned from his stories about how uncompromising he is about certain values. AKA, he decided to give up his pre-med seat because the hostel did not serve his comfort food of curd rice. Yes, yogurt rice, which is, very Indian thing, but the hostel didn't serve it and he's like, pre-med be damned, I'm going to do something else. Now he did go on and do a degree in commerce, law, and finance, and of course, his dream was being a chartered accountant, and he made that happen. So he still is on top of all the things that happen in India. He'll still give advice about what needs to be done right. So if you need any tax advice for India, he's the guy to speak to. But he went on to do a lot more. He co-founded 2 companies. One, he was the CFO for a company that did oxygen cylinders packaging. for industrial use. He also co-founded a company that refabricated video monitors and TVs. I mean, think sustainability, and we are talking about this in the 80s and 90s. So, and in his partner in crime through all of this, of course, my mom, and to some extent us as well, because we had to live in all of those interesting times. Let me talk a little bit about mom. As Geeta said, mom is the oldest in her family. She has been an inspiration to her siblings and of course to all of us. She's devoted to her family, but she was also a career woman. I mean, she was the first to graduate in her family, followed by her dad. So her dad was also inspired to, yes, I'm going to do this, and all her siblings are all career people. Like all her sisters, they're all big ass. Like I feel like I'm nothing compared to them, but she's been the inspiration, pushing us all and saying nothing can't be accomplished because, she showed us how to do it. Now, speaking of a career, how many of you can claim they know a meteorologist? Now you can all do that. She's a meteorologist, that fancy thing that you see on the screen. But here's what I got to see even more interesting. I would see her give classes to these Air Force pilots, and I was one of those. I used to drive a moped then, so I crossed the runway to get from the commercial airport to the Air Force airport, so that she could give this class to the Air Force pilots. I felt so special. It says, yield to plane, and here I am crossing the runway. Because that's the power she was able to. Anyway, meteorology I did not realize was how powerful beyond, what we see on TV, but I've experienced it. And so, she embodied the spirit of what can be as a career woman and set the path for us. Both of them have, and encouraged us. And she retired as a gazetted officer, which is a big deal in India. And in addition to juggling all of these, she made sure that her kids were somebody that would continue to inspire people and grow into brave kids. So, heard stories of Jijabai and Jhansi Ki Rani, and I would just sit and listen to it, and she would keep telling me all of those stories. And to Geeta, that today I try to do the same thing with the kids, and I think I'm pretty bad at it. So that's why we brought the parents here, so they can be the second moms and teach our kids some of these, interesting and useful principles and values. They taught us the importance of being independent, made us independent, but then at the same time they prioritized people and hard work. So let me give you an idea of what that meant. So we both, we were pretty middle class, really, really middle class, okay? But we went to some of the best schools. Rakesh Sharma, the astronaut, and some of the Miss Worlds, they came from our school. But outside of that, we were very middle class. Diana Kendall, that was she was my classmate. So, or batchmate, we are such a large class. But yes, so they prioritized education and values so much, and at the same time they managed to give us the simple middle class value. What does that mean? Simple living, high thinking. So, we have turned out to have this okay, we have to have the career's ambition, but at the same time be good and do good. So I want to thank you for everything you both have done in bringing us up and for the families. You have been there for our kids, for us, and I couldn't thank you enough, but I'm hoping to continue to take you both for granted like this, and that you'll keep doing it so that I can come back and celebrate your 100th. Wow.
and exchange their vows.
I think we made their day. It's been a while. It's been a while since I've seen them like this, cheering up. So, sorry Akshay, I took your... Somebody cut my mic too. Okay, stay. Thank you. Yeah, so give it up for the grand, I think it's another celebration, right? Yeah, wow. 80 years, 55 years of wedding, anniversary, marriage. I don't know. I'm too excited. I'm just running out of words. So.
Okay, so now our grandparents are going to exchange their vows.
Good afternoon, everybody. We have watched the world change around us, but Congress, through it all, you have been my constant. I was thinking about how an emerald is a beautiful because of its depth. Time has not worn out, love down. It has only polished into the something as precious as a gemstone. When I look the legacy we have built, my heart is so full. Nagaraj, I call her as Nagaraj. We did not just build a house, we built a home filled with laughter and resilience. We were tireless. You worked 9 to 5, yet somehow there was always food on the table. You supported me through thick and thin, and have always been there for our children and I cherish so many memories of our family, like gardening in our beautiful rose garden, driving our family on my Bajaj Chetak, with Geeta standing in front and Ambika in the middle, between you and me, and playing cards like we continue to do. Wow. And you have sacrificed so much for us and our family. Words cannot describe how grateful I am. When I had a heart surgery, you made sure I was back on my feet and healthy. I know we argue sometimes. We have our moments, but I always be by your side. I appreciate your being who you are. Nagaraj, I admire your strength. You would rather stand on your feet instead of using a walker. We have grown older, but you are determined as strong as you were 55 years ago. I renew my commitment to you today. I promise to face our future together with love, resilience, and deep, unbreakable friendship. Happy anniversary, my forever.
Dear friends and family, thank you all for joining us this event. My husband and I have completed 55 years of married life. known as Emerald. You will agree that 55 years of togetherness at 80 plus is truly special. Years of patience, love, special bond, and devotion for each other. A marriage is built on love, commitment, companionship, trust, and gratitude. I am thankful to my partner. We have loved, grown, and faced challenges. We have both crossed the traditional 80th birthday milestone.
Yes, one
Our love has faced every storm and grown stronger with time. We are grateful to Lord Almighty, our parents and elders for their love and guidance, enabling us to reach the present state in my parents and siblings were great pillars of support in turning our dreams to reality. We can never forget the cherished memory of seeing our two daughters getting married and are blessed in their lives. We have 4 grandchildren and had the pleasure of seeing them grow.
I heartfelt thank you to everyone here, to our family, Geeta, Murali, Akshara, Nihal, Ambika, Vijay, Anya, and Anoka. You are also so busy, but you made the time to make this special day for us.
Yeah, hold my leg.
This is the most memorable event of our lives. And to Akshara's friends and extended family, thank you for that wonderful welcome dance.
You guys stand up.
Can we get a standing applause? Round of applause for them. 5 years ago, we promised to love one another, for better or worse. I confirm my best and I vow to keep choosing you all days ahead.
Yeah.
I renew my commitment to you today. I promise to face our future together with love, resilience, and a deep, unbreakable friendship. Happy anniversary forever.
Yeah, yeah.
To continue to hold your hand.
You can see who's the boss.
And the deep, the foundation of our 55 years journey of life. Thank you for being mine.
Okay, another hug, please. Another.
Hello, hello. Okay. So now they're going to be exchanging rings. Okay, cool.
Nice.
There you go.
Hey, what's up, guys? My name is Ihal, and I am one of 4 grandchildren. I'm the only guy. So I'd like to apologize to my grandfather because he had huge dreams of me becoming like a professional cricketer, but you know, a consultant works as well, right? So I'm super excited to be here to celebrate these guys. Congratulations to both of you guys on 55 years of marriage and 80 years of life. And I wanted to switch up the mood a little bit. There's a lot of like, oh my goodness, thank you. I'm gonna give you guys a little bit of humor, okay?
So let me tell you a little bit about my grandpa. He may seem like a super calm and polite person, but when the Indian cricket team is playing, he's a completely different person. But you know, I'd just be like doing homework in my room, and I'll just be like, and then I'd hear from downstairs, "Oh my God, useless fellow, can't even hit the ball." And I was just like, what? So I went down to see like what actually happened. And of course, the dude was like blind or something because he couldn't hit the ball, so it was warranted. But it was then that I knew my grandfather's hidden talent was being a professional heckler. But beyond his exclamatory language, he uses a lot of very old school diction. You know, things that I would never like hear unless it's like my history books or something. So, I'm sure you can imagine how I felt as a little kid when my grandpa asked me to discriminate the laundry into darks and lights. So I immediately thought to my history class, and I was like, oh yeah. And there was another time during my school photo day in middle school, I was buttoning up my shirt and, you know, like posing for my photo, you know, because that's like all middle schoolers do, right? And then I was slouching, I guess, because I heard him say, make sure to stand erect. And you know, as a middle schooler, that's like super funny, right? So it took every little muscle and brain cell in my body to keep myself from like rolling on the floor. But I mean, while he hasn't kept up to date with the modern lingo, I think we can all agree he has W Riz, right? Yeah. My grandma, on the other hand, is also unintentionally extremely funny. One time, when they were visiting the Bay Area over 20 years ago, they tried to take a bus to San Jose. However, in Indian English, you can't account for the J being pronounced as an H. You can imagine how confused my grandma was when she heard the bus was going to San Jose and not San Jose. She called my mom and on in a panic, trying to explain that the bus she was going on was going to a very eerily similar location, but for some reason it started with a different letter. There's a reason English is one of the hardest languages in the world. But regardless, I think my grandmother did a great job raising us. Job, sorry. But as you can see, 4 loving grandchildren, 2 awesome children, so she did an amazing job as a meteorologist as well. But all jokes aside, both my grandparents are awesome people who I look up to and feel joyful whenever they enter the room. They're a pleasure to be around. Once again, congratulations to both of you guys. Thank you for being my grandparents, and keep on looks maxing.
You guys, that was a tough act to follow. You can see we were arguing about who takes the mic next, and I think I won the short straw. So, hi everyone, my name's Anya. If you don't know me, I'm the oldest grandchild, and we have Anuka and Aksha, so 3 out of 4 are girls, so got very lucky. I'm so happy to be here today to celebrate my grandparents. I wanted to start by just doing a huge thank you to my aunt and my mom who put this entire event together, everything from choosing the flower color to everything, and my whole family. Let's give a big round of applause to them. Thank you so much for all of this. This has been months of planning, and they put so much effort into it. We're just so excited to be here to celebrate my grandma and grandpa, my mama and papa. I was very lucky to actually have been raised by my grandpa and a bit by my grandpa for my first year of life. It was a really good year. I mean, I remember it 100%. But I might not remember it, but all the pictures, I looked really happy. I was like in the back, smiling, go-eyed. It was a good life. And my grandma's a very special person. I think a lot of my best memories with her are growing up cooking and baking together. I remember she always has a very, very particular way of cooking, in that she does everything very, very slowly. And I remember when I was younger, my mindset was like, let's go as fast as possible. I want to make a cake in 30 minutes. But she would take the time, slow down, mix every ingredient well, and it did turn out better, I have to admit. And I think now it's taught me that you have to appreciate the slowness of life, the slowness with something like cooking and baking, and really enjoy every step of it. Even like when you finish making the batter, she'll spend an extra 10 minutes scraping every single last bit out. And I think that's just an ode to the kind of person she is. Nothing goes to waste, and she puts care to everything she does, whether that's in life, in retirement, or even in her career. She's so inspiring, and I'm so lucky to have her. As for my grandpa, he's a very funny guy. I think we've all had a lot of good ones there. I'm so lucky. He loves me so much. Maybe not as much as curd rice, as my mom explained. He, as you didn't catch it, gave up his spot in medical school because the dining hall was not to his standards, given they didn't serve curd rice. I feel like that could have been solved by a simple letter, but he made the choice instead to become an accountant, and I think that inspired a generation of corporate America. My mom also was going to become a doctor, and then instead decided to be an engineer. And I also was going to be a doctor, and then I decided to be a consultant, so I have a fake job, real job, depends who you ask. But I'm just so lucky. I think I'm beyond inspired by my grandparents. I'm happy to be here. Thank you.
Hi everyone, I'm Anuka. I am the second youngest grandchild. I'm Anya's younger sister. Thank you all for being here today. I'm so happy that everyone could come and celebrate my grandparents with me. So I just want to say a few words about both of them. So Mama, I'm so grateful to have her as my grandma. She is one of the most caring people I know, and she will always make sure to show everyone around her how much she supports you and cares for you. Whether it's like I'm coming home at 11:30 p.m. after robotics, I know that there's gonna be a nice hot plate of steaming food waiting for me because she's gonna prepare it for me and because she knows that it's my favorite meal. And I think that's just one of the ways that Mama shows how much she cares about others is through her cooking. And it's been something great to have with me throughout my entire life, and I'm so grateful that I've been able to be raised by them in some part. Tata is an amazing grandfather, and he's the one, I think, who's really the glue of the family. He's the one who pays attention to the little details and makes sure that everything goes according to plan. Every morning when I'm running late to school, he'll remind me gently that it's 8:19 and I really need to start going, otherwise I'm gonna be late. So whether it's that or just making his signature charu with Mama in the kitchen, I can see how much they deeply care for me and everybody else in the family and all of their friends. And I'm so grateful to be celebrating them today. Tata cares for everyone so deeply, including our dog Hazel.
Hi everyone, my name is Akshra and I'm the youngest granddaughter. So planning this event has been really tough and everyone has just been putting their souls into it, so let's just give everyone over here a round of applause. Honestly, I put more effort into this event than I put into cooking, which is saying a lot because the only thing I can't cook without burning is water. But without my grandma teaching me, I genuinely would not survive a kitchen for more than 5 minutes. But my grandma is an amazing cook, and I mean, she is the best cook you've ever seen in your life. I remember her telling me stories about how she used to make pickles, pakora, pani puri, and she especially misses making laddus, which she can't anymore because it's such a time-consuming process. In elementary school, every single day, my face would be stuffed with roti fed by Mama, and I think I turned into the laddu she started making. So, the way my Mama tells stories is so captivating though. I mean, she was telling me about the time she ate overripe banana and had a stomachache after. She weaved her words in such a beautiful way that I felt that pain. Or maybe that was because I was gassy. But I just love the way her face lights up when she talks about her siblings, her parents, her grandparents, and I hope to carry that same joy of storytelling with me. Oh, and I love to see the smile on your face as you walk through our garden, count all the produce that we have, and I think I've been blessed with my Mama's smile, and I think that's something I can carry with me forever. Now, Tata, I don't think I've seen a man more punctual and organized than my grandpa. Every single day, this man wakes up before I do, does his yoga, makes stride, goes on a 2-mile walk, which is something I clearly don't do because I'm always 5 minutes late to my carpool. I think my favorite memories with Tata are when we used to play board games together. Tata taught me morals, and he also reminded me that pieces can't randomly disappear when I try cheating. An amazing quality Tata has is that he notices the small things most people don't, and he truly cares about those that he loves. When my mom was in the hospital, Tata couldn't sleep or sit still. He couldn't even play cards with me, which is something that he does every single day because he was so worried about my mom. He helps out wherever he can, and he's just so full of life. If I'm doing yard work, he'll come and join me. If I'm eating a dinner, he'll quietly bring me a glass of water without me even asking. But in this past month, I think I finally realized how much I've taken these moments for granted and how lucky I am to have my grandparents. I think I've spent more time with my Mama and Tata in this past month than I have in the past 15 years. Their smiles are so magnetic, and I'm so grateful for all the laughs we've had, especially recently while planning this event. I got to see some of Tata's those amazing dance skills. But for my entire life, I've only seen them as my grandparents. But after hearing their stories, their childhood, their struggles, their memories, I realized that they are so much more. They are individuals with incredible lives, experiences, and love that has shaped all of us. They've seen me grow up, and it's bittersweet to see them reach such a big milestone. But I think it's also a reminder of life filled with love, strength, and family. That's all from me, and I love you both so much.
All right, how's everyone doing? I need to be in the frame of the video. All right. So please join me in giving a big round of applause for my in-laws' 80th birthday. Give it up for them. More energy. Let's hear it. Congratulations, Uncle and Auntie, for a fabulous milestone. So I want to celebrate grandparents today. So we have a lot of grandparents here. All the grandparents in the room, please raise your hand. It is absolutely fantastic to see the generational love, respect, and carrying on the tradition and the values. So I want to call out a special person here who's 99 years old, on the verge of 100. Uncle, please wait. Good round of applause to Uncle. We are really blessed to have the love and affection of our grandparents. So I'll move a little bit from being sentimental to a little bit humorous, so bear with me. So we have a lot that, or do you want me to stay here? Okay. Yeah, I tend to be very socially awkward, so I'll shift around. So there's a huge contrast from the grandparents' generation to our generation to the Gen Z. And what the grandparents have done is what the shoulders of which we are walking on. For every paisa that we save, we are able to spend these dollars today. They are the real life heroes. We are the pretender, real life heroes doing our Instagram stuff. They are the real influencers. They influence the people that mattered, that are the kids and the grandkids. We are trying to influence a million other people who do not matter. And they were the masters of sustainability before all the Gen Z started greenwashing. There was never anything that was gone to waste. Like the shirts, the clothes, the hand-me-downs, they always had a long life cycle from clothes to a mop to a rag cloth. And that is the original OGs of sustainability. And our grandparents were the masters of something uniquely Indian. So you know what India's motto is? Please adjust. So whatever it is, please adjust. Because they adjusted, today we were able to stand firm, and we have the entitlement, we have the luxury of rage quitting. For 40 years, they worked super hard in their jobs. They didn't complain whether there was a toxic environment, a boring environment, a bad boss, a bad commute, etc. We have the luxury because of their dedication for 40 years in their jobs. And they've helped us a lot more as well. Thanks to all the WhatsApp good morning forwards that they're doing, it fills up our iPhones, so we have to buy new iPhones and prop up the American economy. So thank you for sending all those good morning forwards. So coming to my in-laws, I think many of you spoke about it. Some of the things that they really love. So they're very much into cricket. And I love the way my grandfather lived, my father-in-law lived his life. He did not live his life like a test match. He lived his life like a T20. And the obsession with cricket runs deep in our family. So I am a cricket obsessed fan as well. So much so that Ambika is completely fed up with me, right? So she's like, Vijay, do you even remember our anniversary? All you remember is cricket, cricket, cricket. I said, of course, are you kidding me? I remember our anniversary very vividly. That was the time, it was the third one-day match between India and Australia in 1997 World Cup. Yeah? Oh, sorry. I also remember, but I remember that Sachin Tendulkar made 97 and Jawahar Srikanth took 4 wickets that day. And I don't know if you've noticed, Indian marriages and cricket are going in opposite directions. When we got married, it was a 3-hour event. And the cricket was a 5-day event with test matches. Now, cricket is a 3-hour event and Indian weddings are 5 days now. And Indian weddings are like completely over the top now. Case in point, so here we are celebrating an over-the-top wedding. But if you look at any of the reels, the Udaipur weddings, and it's just like our new national sport is weddings. So in the US, the economy is completely supported by the military-industrial complex. In India, the economy is completely supported by the marriage-industrial complex. And I was looking at some of these reels. And I can't help but observe that. So India has the national anthem, which is Jana Gana Mana. It has a national motto, which is please adjust. Then I was thinking, what is India's national body part? Right? Given Indians are considered brainiacs, first I thought it was the brain. Okay, no, it's not the brain, it's just the tech bros, that's the brain. Then I thought maybe like Indians are very beautiful, maybe it's the eyes. But then I realized, no, it's not the eyes. That's just Aishwarya Rai. That's why she's called Aishwarya Rai. So I realized I was looking at these weddings, India's national body part is midriff. So the number of lehengas that are there, number of this fancy stuff, midriff everywhere. So I think India's national body part is going to be a marriage midriff. So I'm completely blacklisted with that. Okay, that didn't land. So, and then moving to the other things my in-laws really like. Good food. So the kids talked about their evening ritual where they sit in front of the board game and they have perfected this uniquely Indian talent, which is dipping their Parle-G biscuits in their tea precisely for the amount of time that it takes to make it soggy but not crumbly. It's an art. If you do it for 10 seconds, it's just right. If you do it for 10.1 seconds, the Parle-G biscuit completely crumbles. So they have perfected that art. So it's really nice to see them in the afternoons, sitting with the board game, enjoying their Parle-G, dipping leisurely in the tea and enjoying that. And then finally, the other things that they really like are movies. And as you know, the #1 movie in India right now is Durandhar. So I thought the most difficult task in India right now is being a spy, inspired by the Durandhar movie, right? To be a spy and wreak havoc on your enemy country, you need months of meticulous planning. You need precision timing. And you need the ability to react if stuff around you blows up, it doesn't happen as expected. But after seeing this event and after seeing the Indian marriages, now I'm convinced that there is one role that is even harder than being a Durandhar Indian spy. And that is being an Indian wedding planner. Months of meticulous planning, things can go wrong, and absolutely precision timing. And for that I want to thank Geeta, Murli, Ambika, Akshara and the kids for doing a fabulous job pulling this together. Give them a big round of applause. Thank you all very much for coming. This was absolutely wonderful to see friends and family on this happy occasion. Once again, thank you all. Cheers.
Thank you, Vijay. I know we have friends and families from Vijay side, Murli side as well, right? My name is Murli Maridu. Just to introduce myself, youngest son-in-law for Krishnamurthy Pajjuri, Nageshwari Pajjuri, Geeta, she didn't change her name, Pajjuri too, okay? And father of the 2 kids, Akshara and Maridu. Akshara, Maridu and Nihal, sorry. Okay, before I start off my 3-page, I can promise you this is like well written, but like font size is 15, so it's pretty short. But the food is going to be served in probably in 5 minutes. And as soon as I'm done, we will get the cake here, we'll cut it, and you guys can go and get your food, settle down. We'll take this red carpet, and there will be performances. I can guarantee you, but there is only one person that will not disappoint you. That will be Akshara. But I know. Okay? Okay, starting off, this one says good morning. I think it's good afternoon. It's an absolute honor to stand here today as we celebrate 2 incredible milestones. 55th wedding anniversary and 80-year birthday. Right? I know I'm the last, so whatever I say, it is something that probably they've covered it. I'll try to see if I can skip some of the lines that I always skipped in here, right? But when I think of them, right, 3 words immediately come to my mind, right? They're kind, they're honest, and most importantly, they're down to earth. You heard from my sister-in-law and my wife Geeta as well, right? So, I'm skipping some lines. Give me a minute. Okay, so when it comes to my father-in-law, everybody said discipline-law, but he is actually very well disciplined. And if you really want to know the secret, again, the secret for reaching 80 years looking this good, right? Just look at his routine, right? Every day, irrespective of whether he's having pains or not feeling well, doesn't matter, rain or shine. He wakes up at 6 and then stretches. He has a routine, lasts for 30 minutes, okay? And then he does breathing exercises, he does his prayer, and then eats healthy breakfast. And as my daughter Akshara said, he goes for a 2-mile hike. Can we call it a hike? Because for them it's difficult. But he catches up with his friends in the park. That's more important. Then he plays cards with my mother-in-law every single day. And we know for sure he wins most of the time, but he purposely loses it so that she can feel happy. Every time I just walk by when they play, I ask who's winning. He says, Auntie. Auntie looks at me like this. Really? Okay? So thank you for letting her win so that you guys can continue to play. Okay, so from my father-in-law, I learned so much, right? One is about the self-control and discipline. And I think that's all good, but self-control, right? In our generation, we always blame stress or because of the early morning calls, we skip our workout, we don't pray, but not him. He never misses anything, right? And we also tend to eat out a lot, but he prefers, and he makes sure he helps my mother-in-law so that she can make homemade food. Hey, I'm done with 1 page. Okay, so just to let you know, my father-in-law and I share a special bond. May I? Can I say special bond? Okay. He confirmed it. Good. Because I think our roots are the same. We both grew up in villages, studied in a Telugu medium. God only knows how we passed my English test. So we faced the struggles, adulthood head on to ensure our extended families were settled before we thought of ourselves. But our bond is truly tested during cricket season. I think you might have heard a lot about him, his cricket fashion. Okay? So we both are united when India plays. Okay? We have different ways of handling the stress though. Okay? I'm also a diehard cricket fan, just to let you know, right? I walk away if India sets a cool target, when India is batting first and then sets a target 90 runs, 80 runs in T20 match, right? But he walks away when India is chasing 200 or 150 and they lose 5-6 wickets, as Nihal said, right? He hears the guy can't even hit the ball, right? I'm the testimony for it. I sit with him to enjoy this extra commentary. Okay. And then the gloves come off, right? During IPL, I don't know how many of you know IPL, right? So we have a luxury cricket that we played in India, T20 IPL. So he is a die-hard fan of Rohit Sharma and he roots for Mumbai Indians, right? Unfortunately, I don't support him on that because I love Mahendra Singh Dhoni and I support Chennai, okay? And you can only imagine how things go when there is a match between Mumbai Indians and CSK. We don't talk to each other. Honestly, we don't talk to each other. And then it goes on and on. So that's about my father-in-law. So I learned a lot and he's been kind to me and we had wonderful times. So thank you, Uncle, for everything that you do for us, for our kids, and for our families. Okay, my mother was like, did you not talk about? No, not yet, okay? And you're the heart of our home, okay? Here comes the mother-in-law and I don't even know where to begin, right? She's the most amazing, loving, and dashing woman I've ever met. People say there is a limit to how much you can give to others, but she clearly never got the memo. So she has nothing to hold back. She gives up everything she has. She goes beyond any means. I don't want to talk about the Michelin star cook, so give me 1 second, I'm going to skip those moments. I just want to call out one thing though, right? Her food is so amazing. I think she knows the secret to man's heart, and I don't have to say it to you guys. I think all of you know, right? That is the reason why he's been here after 55 years, smiling, 80 years old young man, because of what she does. So give it up for my mother-in-law. What an amazing woman. There were some great memories that we had with them. First time when they came to US, when was it, Uncle? 2002. His memory is working. Perfect. So in 2002, when they came to US for the first time, we all went to Disneyland. And I think they are like around our age at that time, right? And I can't take any roller coaster ride. Trust me when I say this. They took every single ride that is there in Disneyland. Wow! At that time. And they stood in the line for hours. And we told them, this is going to be difficult. It's a 1 hour or 1.5 hour. No, they will stand in the line and then take the ride. So that's such a great experience they had. And obviously, she never gives up and she's always there for the family. So, to both of you, thank you for being our North Star. Okay? Uncle, eyes on me. Thank you. Your lives a masterclass in how to live with grace. So, for all of us, right, we need to find a way to bottle up their energy, their discipline, their love, because the world definitely needs more of it. Going back to what my brother-in-law said, we are going in a reverse order. So let's go ahead and celebrate happy 5th anniversary and happy 8th birthday to this young couple. Thank you all. Just give us a minute, we'll get the cake and then we'll serve the lunch. Thank you all.
Okay, in a few minutes, we are going to be cutting the cake. We're just taking a photo right now. Okay, wait, right now. Yay!
witnessing our cake cutting.
Okay guys, so we're gonna put the cake up with the rest of the lunch so you guys can take a slice whenever you want.
Good, perfect. And kids can come and sit next to the grandpa and talk to them, grandma and talk to them, hug. Again, this is not a photo, you can dance and you can cuddle, hug. And you can give a kiss. It doesn't need to be always look at the camera. You can look at each other. Everybody want to dance? DJ, music please. Oh, they're getting ready. Okay, that's good. I will sing a song then. Perfect.
1 minute. Come on.
That's excellent. Say hi, everyone. Yeah, excellent. That's good. Everyone want to give any poses, like funny pose? Beautiful.
Wait, guys, can everyone come here for a photo?
Few of you can come here. There's still more space here.
Akshara. What? You don't know give this stuff?
Challenges are what everyone can say like a happy birthday auntie or happy birthday uncle. Decide what you want to say. 1, 2, 3. You guys eat more, okay? Eat more. After the eat, but much louder. 1, 2, 3.
Happy anniversary!
Beautiful. That's good. Okay.
Ready? Yeah. Right, say cheese. Awesome, thank you.
Don't look at the camera, okay? Just ask them, talk to them.
Don't look at it.
Don't look at the camera, don't look at the camera.
So even when they come also, I need to record, and they're leaving also like a 1 minute like that.
Mainly video.
Okay. Nice.
So I need at least more footage.
Okay, done.
Mira, do you want to sit next to them?
Or we have gimbal photography.
I just.
You two want to go in the back?
Stop. I'll stop.
Thank you. Thank you.
their kids.
Okay,
So
okay.
when you're covering, you know, right?
Sure, sure.
My family, you know, their family.
Okay, okay.
Both of them.
So, both of the
kids.
family and they're here, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so they're the from immediate family. Rest of them like from their
My wife, sister.
sister. Yeah.
Everybody is next. Friends and also next.
Got it.
If you have any question, let me know.
Sure.
That way you can just focus on it.
Hi guys, so if you'd like, you can go and wish the couple on stage.
fit and stuff. The way they ate food at that time.
Then going into the prem.
నేను అడుగుతాను అది తెలిసి మ్యాక్స్ మళ్ళీ జూన్ జూలైకి అయితే సో యా ఒకసారి నేను చూస్తాను ఓకే You want now?
Yeah, little bit. Friends, no?
Yeah, I'm taking video.
You just tell them when it's done. They might be registering.
I'll get a little closer.
Good morning, everyone. Hello. Good morning.
Good morning.
It really helps if you can settle down and sit down. Okay, so please be seated. Have a cup of coffee or tea, relax. We'll start the entire program.
You ask me like when she's going to also take video, but share it. Whatever they do. So yeah, just ask me. Take video of that.
you can take perfectly right.
It's all about just framing.
Why you
You took everything.
So you took everything. Yes, I covered everything.
Here is your rice.
They never know. If it's they're doing billion business. If you tell them this, okay, I'm going to escape to the we're going. Okay.
This was what I got for my lunch.
Sure.
Thank you so much.
Sure.
What is it called? Can you tell us how long it took for you to make it? Long time. No, seriously guys, it took a few days. You know, a 20-pound jackfruit that was cut fresh and put in it. What else does the dessert have? A whole bunch of other things. What are the ingredients? I'm like, oh my god, I need to go and get my second cup. Thank you, everyone. Really appreciate it. Everybody, big applause.
couples and if you guys want to dance. Definitely. We need 5 minutes. We're going to change clothes. Come and hit. Janabi, if you are interested, stay here. No, I want all of you to please stay here. Okay? And you can join, please. Give us 5 minutes. If anybody would like to dance, please. How about you guys? Right? Yeah? Yes? Yes? Okay. Which one? Giovanni? Anything? Okay. What do you guys want to sing? English? English? Yeah. You have asked them what they want to dance.
Thank you guys for coming. If you guys want to leave early, don't leave before you go. We have some return gifts on the back table, and for the women, we have some Jasmine certificates.
कि तुम मार ही देती होगी तो दिन में tu Hare